Good afternoon. Why is my mic not picking up? There we go. All right. All right, let's make sure Instagram is posted because Instagram always likes to take its time. And let's post Twitter while we're waiting. There we go. Close that out. Boop. And boop. And we're posted on Instagram. Excellent. A little bit of a late start today, but I had a lot of stuff going on, so. Alright, let's get this started. Let's get my wristlet on. There we go. We're doing, oh, I need to put my ears in. And then I'll actually really go live. Here we go. All right, so today I am working on a new Meowzilla episode, Meowzilla and the BGB, Big Green Bear. So this is going to be okay. Come on, you. I feel like my tablet is where it should be. There we go. I think that will suffice, maybe. I've got that tipped back a little bit. There we go. It should be good. Maybe. Not really. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. All right. Oh, that's much better. Okay, good. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do a 2, 3, and a 1, which could be interesting. Because that's how I laid it out. So we're going to do a 2. Good enough. Go. Let's make this a little bit bigger. I need room enough for my there's no way I just eyeballed that directly in the center. So we need enough room for 3 and text. And no, did that wrong. True. So we've got, let's see. To have the silhouette. Kind of a menacing silhouette, and then I'll just have things kind of all over the place, shapes and plots and plots and plots over here. So I've got probably 2 lines of text. Actually, more than that. How did I... do that? Because I want her face to... I've got to figure out the faces here. Dee, hello! Welcome to the stream. Just get Spring Bear in here. I know this is going to be... Alright, so this one is a Meowzilla episode. Meowzilla in the BGB, Big Green Bear. And so the narration goes something like this. I've got to kind of I've got to narrow it down a little bit still with some edits. I think I've got too many descriptive. I've got too much seasoning. I need to simplify it. All right, so Meowzilla cautiously entered the fortress of the BGB, the smell of fresh greens luring her from afar. She found the garden and carefully tried one after another. This one was too tart. That one was too minty. And finally, she found one that was just right. And so on that, she finds one that is just right, and then we cut to reality, which is Coconut munching on cat grass that Spring Bear has been growing. And I haven't decided if I want to have the ending, good thing the Big Green Bear was friendly or something like that. I have that at the end, but I'm not sure if I want to use it. Sharon, hello! Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday to you too. I'm thinking I'll put in the text. Well... yeah, I think I'll... No. I just need to start drawing. Alright. And I just know that I need to have space for text. So let's go ahead and group stuff. That's already grouped. I'm gonna group these guys. Big old group. Big old group. And a big old group. So let's do that and add another layer for the line art, but I still need to come in here and drop all of this down. 30%. I still haven't figured out Floop and Spider and Leg Day. I want to figure it out, but I want it to be good, so I can't force it. I also have a coconut skill sharing plant care, but I have to write that one still. So. Oh, come now. There we go. Hey. Go. I think that's not quite right. There we go. Let's move that out a little bit. Or not. You're not going to let me select a point, are you? There we go. Better. Group and spin to win. Go ahead and shrink these down. I think that'll be okay. Meowzilla in the BGB. Okay. So in this frame, I'm going to have the silhouette of Meowzilla, and I'm going to have just hints. I'm going to have this bright blue sky here. I'm going to have just hints of these plants in here. And then, of course, we'll see her full here. She's discovering all these wonderful things that the BGB has cultivated. Why do I keep getting hangnails? Darn it. Give me just a second. I'm going to scoot over here so I don't cut myself. Back to work. All right. My point size even right here? It is. I think I may want to have her leaning into the doorway, like she's looking. Maybe. This is only going to be a silhouette. So I gotta be careful with this. It's been so long since I've drawn Meowzilla. Darn it. I gotta remember this is going to be a silhouette. That'll be okay. So what I'm thinking of, let me just complete this idea. Hold on. Catherine, hello! Happy Thursday to you too. I want this to seem like the fresh kind of, like the air is blowing out of the greenhouse and it's drawing her in. I think I'm going to group all these foreground plants just to make it easier for me to draw and fill them in later. Okay, this is going to be an extreme foreground hanging plant. And I might bring some little danglies down to frame things out a little bit. I hope I can get more. I think I can get more of this comic done than I anticipate, because these scenes are just going to be her with a plant and funny faces, and yeah, so okay. I just need to make sure. I kind of borked my wrist yesterday, and I felt like I dinged it in my boxing class, because I think I hit wrong, and then I was trying to do stretches and it just feels kind of not goodish. So I tried to take it easy on it last night in drawing and stuff. And plus, I think all of the prep for the sticker drop, that's a lot of mouse computer work. And so sometimes I don't realize I'm not using my wrist rest, and I start pressing my wrist into the table, and that That starts the goodness flowing up my arm. But we're gonna try and keep it happy. But yeah, I do these things and this, and I can feel the tendons just cracking. Like, I hope this is okay. Usually it feels good, like kind of like cold, almost. Not cold. Is that a good way to? It's relief, whatever it is. But I'm not good at keeping that habit of doing those stretches as well as I should be. Even that has helped. I can feel the relief on it. Okay, I'm already going to probably put these foreground elements in maybe a higher contrast line art, and then I'll have her silhouette and maybe one step down, like maybe here. My line art's usually here, so I might go down one or two just to push her back a little bit more. And I got all of these sections grouped out, so that's good. And I need one more framing plant down here. Let's just do a simple one. Textural details in there. Alright, and so since I grouped everything else, it would make sense to group her and the door frame as well, which I have not done, which is going to make things a little bit more difficult. This especially, I think I might, because I'm going to have this start off in the foreground's line art color and then transition out to match her line art color, so that sense of depth hopefully will be achieved there. That's what I'm planning on. And now, since I think everything else is grouped, I can easily come in here and select her by deselecting everything else that has already been grouped that I don't want. Then to the back. All right, we're good. Let me put in test here. Christina, hello! Welcome to the stream. All right, Meowzilla in the BGB. Let's start. Nope, that's too big. There we go, and let's bring that down. All right. So my first text is okay. that's a lot of text. I think I might have to split these lines. I think maybe Meowzilla peered into the fortress of the BGB. I might have to delete that. Cut this. Text. Boop. B. There we go. Just cut it there and see how that looks. Alright, let's center these guys. There we go. Meowzilla peered into the fortress of BGB. Scent of fresh greens luring her from afar. Neat. Then finally, she found one that was just right. I'm gonna capitalize just right. In reference to Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And then the snap to reality is Coconut munching on the cat grass that Cute Bear, sorry, not Cute Bear, Spring Bear has been growing. All right, so let's save that. I think that makes much more sense as far as the pacing goes, because originally I had these first 4 lines all on this panel, and I had it cut with, she tried them all one by one, and I had it cut with this one is too tart, this one was too minty, and finally she found one that was just right. I had those 3 beats down here. But I feel like this is better because it shows her delight in seeing all the different plants that she can chew on, which is for the real Coconut that I can't bring any plants in. Well, any plant that I bring in has to be cat safe, of course, but I know that she will munch and crunch on it. She will try it. She will taste it. And I had some roses in here a little while ago, and it was like a battlefield, and all of, like, they had chomped a perimeter of leaves like right at their nose level. There were just not really many leaves left. There was the little ends of the leaves, and then all of the leaves were scattered on the table like a ring around the roses of little leafy chewed bits. So yeah, that was a reminder of why I don't ever bring in flowers. I love them far too much. makes me sad because I love Easter lilies and I'd love to bring in Easter lilies, but those are toxic and I know she would munch those, so. But yeah, it was like, here's the, so it was like a kind of like a big square vase like this, and then all of the roses were, you know, out here everywhere, and then we had the leaves, and they just had little leafy chewed bits, like a skirt around the base. And then these poor sad leaves had like nothing left. They were all like this. Yeah. So, and I get her cat grass, but she abandons it after it is, she loves like the baby grass, like the freshly grown, like just sprouted out of the dirt, little baby greens. And then she abandons it. And then it dries out, and then Tuxie enjoys crunching on the crunchy grass for some reason. He loves to crunch the dry bits and pull them out. So there's a life cycle to her cat grass, and it, you know, kind of moves from coconut to Tuxie. So I was able to, I took some scissors because it was getting really tall, so I trimmed off the tops. And I think having that fresh grass smell, that got her interest back up in that particular one that I just had. But yeah, it's dead. I need to make her a new one, actually. I get the, yeah, no, they do. And, you know, she's very territorial over it when it's fresh and green, but once it's kind of sprouted and got pretty long, she loses interest unless, of course, I cut the tops off and you can kind of smell. But then once it starts to get dry and crispy, she's just like, whatever, I don't care. And then he jumps up there and loves it. He has shown interest when it's fresh as well, but not really as much. He doesn't really go for it all that much or seek it out. See, what I define as interest is when they're actually seeking out, going to that window, because I sometimes have the blind down and I have to pull it up so they can get to it. So if they're seeking it out actively, I know they really are interested and want it. So. It has been so long since I drew Meowzilla last. I need to remember how to draw. I think that's good. I don't have the sense of scale I usually do here, but it's the BGB, the big green bear, so Coconut in her imagination has blown herself up to Godzilla size, as well as Spring Bear. So maybe everything in this moment in time, in this imaginative world, is large. I think for Meowzilla, what I do is I don't give her a chin, I kind of taper out those lines. Started to see some of the early access to Epic Universe, some of those videos. Oh my goodness. The animatronics for Toothless look insane. I saw a couple of videos with that. Just the whole bird land looks incredible. Berg, I think, whatever. I think that is a much better breakdown. I think that works out a lot better. I'm glad that I've got not just, you know, line wise and count wise. I feel like that matches this frame better in what's happening. Do I need 1 by 1 here? If I take that out, you tried them all. I think that's more to the point. I think that works better. Yeah, I think I'll take that line out. Sure, I get her shoulders in here, right? What if I blow her up to be really, really huge? Could help with scale. I could put tiny plants down here. I could put all those tiny plants. I wonder how it would look if I kept her popped out of the frame too. I could move that line up, and that might be a little fun. Let's roll with it. Let's see how it looks, because I can always change it if it looks not right. Alright, let's edit that and get her. Okay, she is grouped correctly. Alright. So let's start with drawing. I think what I'll do is I'll draw the pots, at least on this row down here. I'll group those separately from her. Let's just draw these pots in here to start. Okay. Now let's see what other, let's do a poofy. Let's do some poofies. Those are super, yeah, that's kind of a cheat. That's a cheat plant, but it's okay. Okay. Now let's do this guy here. Let's do something kind of like this. Kind of like a jade plant, maybe. Like one of those little succulents that kind of just goes, I think that one of them is a jade. One of them I have that is cat safe is not a jade, but it looks like a jade. It's kind of like this. It starts with a P. And I believe I threw out my, no, I don't think I threw it out. Maybe I kept it. Maybe it's in the garden table thing. Right, there's that. And so that is the group here. Maybe I'll throw another pot. Maybe let's do one more over here. And let's make this. So now let's go, what do I want to actually, let's do like some beautiful like heart-shaped leaves, maybe something that looks visually different than everything else. Weird looking plant, isn't it? Good for this. And now I need to draw one that's kind of larger over here. Oh, heck. Oh, I got it grouped. Let's do a nice big spiky one. Variation here, some shorter. Something like that. All right. Save. Because guess who hasn't saved in forever? Alright, let's take these sketch frames out, and I'm left with my line art, and I now need to... Why do I have double? Okay. Well, whatever. I need to bump all of this down in opacity, close, open that, get rid of... Really? How did I manage to do that? So let's take these guys, align the bottom, and let's give the title more room to breathe. Feel that's a little bit better, but let's make it bigger. And now oops, just a smidge. Smidge. There we go. Now I can go in here and take... Seriously. Jeez Louise. Oh. I think I like her ears being popped out of the frame. And I think I'm gonna make it official by... Let's take... Oh, I already grouped that. Way to go, me. Let's bring this forward. Group it with the lines. Now I'll go into my group and I'll take this and let's pop that out. All right, so that's all layered up how it needs to be. And let's take out, she tried them all, period. This one was too tart. That one was too minty. And finally, she found one that was just right. All right, now the fun part. I get to draw faces. Let's close that. Make sure my point size is okay. How many faces can I draw in 15 minutes? I already know I want to, this is going to be an inverted. Already, I see it. All right. Okay. She needs to be bigger. The expressions need to be bigger. Oh, this is already good. This is already good. Oh, wait. We have to have the ears down. The ears are down. So are the whiskers. The whiskers are like bleh. All right. Now, I know wanted to have like the little leaf on the end of her tongue though. So I can't have a short tongue. I probably have to have a long tongue. I have this a little bit more up above and then like this. Maybe she'll be like, ooh, no. She'll be pushing it away. Had a little tooth, little teeth. So let me see. Let me draw this one with a little bite mark out of the leaf. I like the angle of this, like she's pushing it away. And the pot is leaning towards the viewer, but I gotta get everything here. I did so much sketchy business that... Okay, so I've got the pot isolated and her paws are behind it. Okay, group. Let's go into this group and let me keep what I need to keep here. So I need to isolate the crappy leaves because the pot itself is okay. We just need to isolate that and drop it down and fix the leaves. And let's add a little more detail to the pot too. Maybe? Yeah? So now let's do the leaf that has the big chomp out of it. We did this on one of the new plants in my little succulents that I got. One of them, she made this face. It was so funny. She took a big chomp out of it. She did not like it. She has not chomped on those ever since. Which I guess that's good, but it's still kind of funny. She learned her lesson. She did. Not all plants are food. Alright, let's get rid of my sketch and see what I'm looking at here. But let's clean up these lines that have some overlap. And then all of her paws are going to be, I mean, I'll have this little bit right there. All of that I can erase once I get out of this. But let's add some, oh, I need to clean that line. Go. If not food, why not food? Why food shaped? Yeah, that's a fair question. All right, let's just do a couple itty bitties here. There we go. Just a little something something. All right, that one's done. I do need to step back out and remove this overlap with her paws, even though I could probably just pop this plant. Let's just pop the plant in front, and then I'll color it, and it'll automatically be on top of her body in the background. All right, now we do the one that's too minty. 5 minutes to do the one that's too minty. I do like that inverted, like, you know, that's good, that's good. That fresh green is luring her. She tried them all. This one was too tart. Bleh. That one was too minty. Bleh. And then this I'll have a yes. I'll have another bleh here. All right. You're still slightly on the airplane angle. I like the exaggerated. I don't feel like that face shape is right, but we will figure it out in a minute. I have a foreground plant, and I'm gonna have like 2 leaves here, something like this. And we're gonna move her over here a little bit. This is the angle of this plant. And we're going to be holding a leaf that has a little chew out of it. And let's see if I can translate this. what a week. We'll figure things out eventually. Yeah. It's been, the weather has been beautiful. Or what if I do something like she's scrunching up her nose, maybe? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's move him closer. Okay, you can make it just a little bit. I don't know, is that better? Or should I do the open mouth? Hold on. Let me cook a little bit here. Let's try this. The little piece of leaf. I don't know. I feel like this mouth is a little bit similar to this. Although that might be... Alright, let me fix her arm on this. Actually, I think I had it okay. Everything on Meowzilla is exaggerated anyway, so... Wait, what if I make it too hot instead of minty? What about hot? Oh wait, okay. Instead of bleh, we need oh no. Oh no. Okay, yes. Officially, it's changing from minty to hot. And I need to draw an appropriate pepper plant. Yes. Wait, I need, hold on. I got one more thing. Gotta draw her tail all floofy. All right, floofy tail. Okay. There we go. All right, let's change Minty to hot. Oh, not quite hot. There we go. This one was too tart. That one was too minty. Or sorry, hot. I've got to get Minty out. All right, now let's just draw up this plant real quick. Oh, I forgot half my pot. Darn it. Let's go into the pot front. Here we go. So now, no. All right, let's draw the offending plant real quick. And then I'm gonna call it there for the stream, and I'll finish up these two. It shouldn't be take me too long actually to finish that up. Whoops, there we go. Oh, I need to have bigger size here. So I have that look of the plant, so I need kind of pointy-ish leaves that are gonna be like that. I might just draw the shapes first, and then I can come in with a smaller point size. And do the details. No. There we go. Oops. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's keep that. Just color that in. So I'll have the like that. Oh, I can't move them all out. Okay, so I have to do the just right. All right, so here we have, I'm gonna show the hit save first. All right, so Meowzilla in the BGB, which is the big green bear, and narration starting off with the first. Meowzilla peered into the fortress of the BGB, the scent of fresh greens alluring her from afar. So we see all of the smorgasbord of greens. And then we go, she tried them all. This one was too tart. Bleh. That one was too hot. Oh no. then finally she found one that was just right. And then I'm gonna have a little yes above and hearts, and she maybe heart's eyes, maybe starry eyes, I haven't decided yet, but she's gonna be kind of hugging the plant. And then we're gonna cut away from Coconut's imagination to reality, where she's munching on a big pot of cat grass that Spring Bear has planted for her. So that'll be the conclusion. I think I probably won't. I don't know. I'm still out. I'm still not sure if I want to put the last line, good thing the BGB was friendly, or something like that. But I think it's good without the line. But unless I change my mind, you know, after drawing this and drawing this, we'll see. But that'll be it for me today. Let me go ahead and hit my ending screen here. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed watching me put these comics together, I will have comics again next Thursday. Thursday is Comics Day, and Tuesdays right now are Animation Day. So I do small little animations on the iPad on Tuesdays. If you want to see those, be sure to tune in next week. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Sharon, Catherine, Dee, Christina, any of my lurkers. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. And I will see you next time.